Oh my god. I just won 2 free tickets to see Cardi B. You wanna go? What? You don't like Cardi B?
No. Okay, today we're talking about the ISFP. The ISFP are reality valuers, meaning they are valuing the physical, tangible things of reality. So a better way to think about this is think of the ISFP as a popularity snob. I'm calling the ISFP a popularity snob essentially because the main type of ISFP, the FiSe, is asking the question, do I value these realities? Their introverted feeling, what they value, what they like, is then takes into account what is happening around them, what they think is cool, what they think is popular, what they think is valuable. So the ISFP very much then makes things trendy, makes things valuable, makes things popular. They don't really go with the flow. They pretty much would set the trend of what is valuable. The second main type of ISFP is the FiNi. They too are valuing personal things in their life, but they're valuing concepts first. And so the question they're asking is, do I value this concept? And if I do, then I can take it into the outside world and see if I value how this concept works in reality. So the FiNi ISFP using the same functions as an ISFP, but will appear much more as an NF type. As we look at this personality type, we're also taking into account what we call the information animal and the energy animal. The ISFP will either be a consume, information dominant, or a sleep, energy dominant person. The first ISFP is the consuming ISFP. They still have the tribe validation issues, the self over tribe issues of the IP, meaning that they will really struggle in getting buy-in from the tribe as they make their own decisions based on how they feel. But this ISFP gathers before organizing the outside world. And so this is what we would call a standard Myers-Briggs ISFP, where they have an introverted feeling, value-based system, and then as they interact with the world, they decide if that is valuable to them or not. Then the second type of ISFP is the processing ISFP, and they would resemble more of an NF because they are organizing concepts before then gathering in the extroverted world. So they would come across very much more as an introvert and as an NF type of person, but they still have the functions of an ISFP. So let's take a look at the 4 basic types of ISFPs. You have the double introverted ones, and they are sleep consumed. So their information and energy animals are introverted, and their functions are introverted. So they'd come across as a very introverted type, and actually this would be the most introverted of all personality types. If you were to expand them out like we do, like we have been doing, the most introverted. Then we have a sleep blast ISFP, and Sylvester Stallone is one. If you watch some interviews, if you see his talking patterns, he's very NF, and he processes his physical energy, but then he has no problem then talking and blasting and getting started with conversations and things like that. Then we have 2 ISFPs who are more typical ISFPs. This is Simon Pegg, an actor, been in a lot of movies. He would be kind of your typical ISFP. When you think of that, he's consume and then he's sleep, and then he finally extroverts in the physical world through his SE. And then Jennifer Aniston would be an ISFP, but she would be consume play, which would many times come across as an ESFP, come across as more extroverted, but she has the struggle of the IP, not the struggle of the EP. So for the ISFP, definitely the strengths of the ISFP is the ability to understand and know intuitively, for lack of a better word, what is valuable to them, what they like, what they want. And so if they are a leader, if they're leading organizations, These are the people that people are going to want to follow. They're going to latch on to a cause, they're going to latch on to an idea, to something that is cool, is popular, and they will have a following. That is a very good strength for people to have. A lot of times, stereotypically, we don't view the IPs as being great leaders. We'll think of an EJ as being a great leader, when an EJ typically is a much better manager than a leader. IPs have innate leadership abilities within them. They just have to get out there and do it. And where the path for growth opportunities is to get feedback from the people, from the tribe, from others about what works, because what they value may not ultimately work. It may not actually have a place in this reality. They may like it, they may want it, but it might not work for everyone. And so getting the IP, in this case the ISFP, to listen to the very logical reasons as to why something will work is definitely a path of growth for the ISFP. Challenge for growth and the path to growth for the ISFP is very simple. They know what they want. Now make sure it will work.
Fine. What about games? Do you like Fortnite?
I prefer Paul.
Favorite basketball player?
Dr. J. Before he started all that dunking.
Smartphone?
I'm a chirp man.